scientists led the world in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, chemistry, physics, and engineering. The streets of Baghdad, Cordoba, Cairo, Andalus were lined with libraries and laboratories when Europe was still in the Dark Ages. Ibn Sina wrote the Canon of Medicine, which was the standard text in Europe for 800 years. Al-Khwarizmi gave us algebra, al-jabr, and pioneered algorithms, a term derived from his name and which is today the basis of artificial intelligence. Ibn al-Haytham was the father of optics centuries before Newton. Abbas ibn Farnas attempted flight in Al-Andalusia long before Da Vinci sketched his flying machine. Muslim Spain, or Al-Andalus, was beacon of learning, home to over 70 public libraries, universities, and Darul Hikmah's translation centers, where Arabic texts introduced Europe to Greek, Persian, and Indian knowledge. Yet today, in a world driven by science and innovation, the Muslim world, which represents nearly 25% of the global population, contributes less than 2% to the world's scientific research output. According to UNESCO Institute for Statistics, the average R&D spending in Muslim-majority countries is only 0.3% of GDP compared to 2.5 to 4% in developed countries. We went from being leaders of knowledge to consumers of technology, and this is a wake-up call. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan now must reclaim its intellectual heritage not by looking backwards with nostalgia, but by moving forward with urgency, vision, investment, and action. In today's global race, nations are not competing over oil and gas. They are competing over talent, ideas, innovation, and technology. Countries with fewer natural resources than us, like South Korea, Singapore, and Israel, have become economic giants through investments in science, technology, and innovation. This is why, under 5 E's framework of Government of Pakistan, which include exports, e-Pakistan, equity and empowerment, environment, and energy and infrastructure, we are placing science and technology at the center of our development strategy. Scientists have long complained that where is science and technology? And here we are giving you an invitation that we want science and technology and scientists and engineers and researchers to be the co-pilots of our development journey. Let me also share, Dr. Beg Saab mentioned that everything was done under martial law governments. Let me remind him, under Vision 2010, we started Teachers, Researchers Overseas Scholarship Scheme and Indigenous PhD Scholarship Scheme for 5,000 PhD scholars each, which is today the foundation of science and technology infrastructure in Pakistan.
In '98, I chaired a meeting in University Grants Commission of that time, and I questioned all the vice chancellors that how many PhDs we have in science and technology. I don't remember exactly, but it was something like 350 plus or so. They gave me a figure. And when I asked them that how many are going to retire in next 10 years? So the answer was 70 to 80% were going to retire in next 7 to 8 years. And that means that there was complete darkness after that. So at that point in 98, 99, we introduced these 2 projects in PSDP for 5,000 scholarships overseas and 5,000 scholarships for PhD in Pakistan, which continued, because let me also give you another secret today. When the martial law came, so for 1 year, the General G.A. Maroom, who was Chief of Staff of General Musharraf, he pursued me that you should join the government back as Deputy Chairman Planning Commission. So I said, no, I'm ideologically not in favor of joining a martial law government. So for 1 year, he chased me. और जब बहुत उन्होंने मेरा पीछा किया, so then I told him कि you pick Dr. Ataur Rahman. वो he has worked with me, he was working with me. तो इनको ले लें, ये वो चला लेंगे. So that is how Dr. Ataur Rahman got inducted, और उनकी वजह से ये scholarship schemes चलती रहीं और वो उसमें continuity रही, and as a result over next 10 years we had all these hundreds of PhDs in Pakistan. So I think, you know, there is this humble contribution in developing a very critical human resource that Pakistan has in science and technology. Then in Vision 2025 again, I think for the first time, universities of Pakistan got maximum funding for developing their laboratories and developing their academic programs. As a result of which, as Dr. Najib was saying, that today when I go to many universities, they show me, sir, this is a lab which we got from the funding approved by the government, and now we have machines which are as good as in our labs like Germany or UK has in their universities.
वफाकी वज़ीर अहसन इकबाल पाकिस्तान एकेडमी ऑफ साइंसेज में मुनक़दा साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी इंजीनियरिंग फॉर डेवलपमेंट पर पॉलिसी डायलॉग से खिताब कर रहे थे। उनका कहना था कि हमारी कौम का मुस्तक़बिल कुदरती वसाइल से नहीं बल्कि इल्म पैदा करने की सलाहियत से मुतय्यन होगा। हमें अपने साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी और इंजीनियरिंग के बुनियादी ढांचे को कौमी तरक्की के अहदाफ के साथ हम आहंग करने की ज़रूरत है। उन्होंने कहा कि हम यहाँ मुल्क को टेक्नो इकॉनमी